welcome to this week's review of book covers. Let us jump right in, no pun intended, that's not really a pun. Let's turn back. No, anyway. So, we had a series of different books this week, or I'd given the task of a series of different book titles, and it was your job to go out and photograph those to create what would be a new or just a cover for that particular title. You can see those in the video to this, and also on the Creative Remedies page, and it's in the discussion thread. So if you do ever want to go back to this and do it again, then you can find those titles. Or as some people have done here, you see something and you think, actually, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, that's a great image for that book title. You can do it for whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you how to suck eggs, y'all. First up, Guy Sankey, Tree of Life. I just commented down here, Guy, because I think it's a really good image, and if a little more attention could have been paid to, or a little bit more thought to composition, could we have seen more of a mantelpiece? Because we get that it's in a room and we can see photos of different generations and relations, but could we have had that somewhere else, positioned maybe, or gone in tighter with a neutral background, or actually just this, because I think this background works quite nice, doesn't it? Because we can tell it's the paper of a room in a house. But I thought there were a couple of these. There's another one coming up in a bit. In fact, if you did Tree of Life, so that's good. Shows that one worked, I guess, in terms of you being able to interpret that. But yeah, real nice image, this Guy. So maybe, that could even work, couldn't it? But yeah, good idea. Jeff, Journey to the Centre of the Earth by Jules Verne. A circular light on a beige wall was the start of this image, taken on my phone, exposed to make the wall dark. Slight colour edits. Simples! It is, but it works really nicely, doesn't it? Exactly what you would see, or when I was talking about doing these and being in a bookshop. What draws your eye? What raises the intrigue? And can you kind of get from that image what the book might be about? So I think this works on all those levels really nicely. So good work, and I love that. It's great to kind of have a bit of context as to what you're doing to get these. There's a pun intended now. Take a leaf out of Jeff's book. So, Ghost Town. We'd seen this before, Steph, but meant to upload in the world, but so yeah, you read my mind, didn't you, on this book cover? But yeah, this works so well for this title, doesn't it? I love kind of like the almost double layers here, so the opacity's changed. We can kind of see a street, but then there's lots of other people on top. But obviously that then the opacity's changed, so the transparency's changed, so we're getting that kind of ghost-like effect. So it works really well. I actually really like the title down there. It's a nice font and a nice colour for a book. So yeah, well done. But you already knew I was going to say that. Paul, again, this wasn't in the title, but it's alright. It's good, because I think it works nicely. So we've got the plague, and obviously this is quite a good one, because we're playing on this idea now of what that lockdown looked like was almost kind of post-apocalyptic, and also it was a plague, I guess, virus. We've then got this shopping centre, and there's no one there apart from this solitary figure there. Looking at something which is interesting. Could it be that something's about to come out? Don't know, but yeah, adds some intrigue, doesn't it? And I love the red font. It works really well. One, two, three. Ticking of the clock. Again, there were a few of these, but I liked this one, Steph, because you'd kind of gone in to complete that as an image. And this is quite an interesting effect. Very kind of stylized for maybe a re-edition of whatever this. It's a made-up book anyway, but it works. It works really nicely. I love the kind of the colours there coming through. As likewise Jeff did. First picture of face using side lighting, which is nice, isn't it? So then we've got this side lit. Can't even see that side, but our eyes detect a face, so we make that up as a face, or it detects features, so we make that up as a face. Second picture of a pocket watch overlaid, so that's gone on top. Again, we talked about that opacity thing. Use simple phone apps to merge, so that's great. So again, phone apps that you can do this. I know Jeff's a bit of a whiz on things like Photoshop, so it's great that this ease of just downloading an app, if anyone can do it, then that's fantastic, and I love the title there. Harks back to a mid-20th century book, doesn't it, really, maybe? I like it. Very good. The black and white works great with this. Just because if we're adding things on top, like we had Steph's, there weren't that many colours in, which was good. Danger is when you start bringing kind of opacity levels and transparency up and down with different colours, you're getting a lot of kind of merging of those layers. So keeping it very simple to just kind of lights, darks and greys works really well with that. Tree of Life, again, there were a couple of these and I liked this just because, again, it's quite stylised, which is nothing wrong with. You know, a lot of these tasks we've done over the week, I've been asking you to look more at kind of style over substance sometimes, and a finished piece almost kind of with a design-like feel to it. So this is a good take on that as well, Steph. And I love the font and the detail that you've gone in, and again you've cropped. So there's a little bit of abstract there in a way, but it's filled the cover, but we can tell, you know, the grains of the tree, and so it works really nicely. And Nancy, the only one to do lockdown. Come on, people. But it's a great shot. I love this. Risk, yes and no. Really just sums up exactly what the book would be about, and I couldn't have picked a better one, Nancy, so it's an absolutely fantastic one. And you'd messaged about doing your titles, but how well does that work? It's really good. If anything, we could crop some of these so that they're portrait size instead of landscape, but I think that's I think that's really well thought out. So there we go. Good job. We've judged books by their covers. Nothing wrong with that. Look forward to seeing what you come up with this week with the Ghost Poets. Different one again, but have fun with it. Take care. See you later. Bye.